The longer this thing drags on, the more questions there are about what happens next. And joining us now to explain it, help get us through it, is CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer. All right, Marcia, 9 times McCarthy strikes out. He's said to be making some concessions here to the hardliners. What might he be giving up?
Well, here's what he's given up so far, but it hasn't been enough, obviously, because there's been 9 votes that are going on to the 10th. Number one, he acceded to their demand that only a single member of the House could demand a recall vote. And he had resisted that a long time, but he finally gave into that. And there have also been demands that some of the members of the Freedom Caucus be put on various committees. He agreed to put 2 members of the Freedom Caucus on the Rules Committee, a very powerful committee, determines what legislation gets to the floor. They wanted 4, so they're not budging. But it's unclear whether he's willing to make any more concessions to get himself over the line.
All right, 9 votes already. What about a compromise candidate? There's been talk about that. Who could that even be?
Well, you see, there's a lot of speculation because obviously the people that they've put up so far are not getting the votes. I mean, one got 20, one got 6. I mean, it's not happening. But what I'm hearing is that one possible compromise could be Steve Scalise from Louisiana. He's the second-ranking Republican in the House and a conservative. And so, but he's close to McCarthy. So he's not going to emerge unless you have a situation where McCarthy says, I just can't do it, throw up my arms.
I acquiesce.
And acquiesce.
Yeah.
Right.
Which isn't happening yet. They're on the 10th vote.
I'm not, you don't want to rule anything out here. Speaking of not ruling things out, how about Hakeem Jeffries? He's got all the Democratic votes. And, you know, I'm sure Democrats are kind of thinking maybe we could pick off a few Republicans. Is there any chance, like a snowball's chance here, that he could become Speaker with a few Republican votes?
Well, I mean, here's the deal. He has 212 votes. He needs 6 Republicans to say, this is stupid. We have to be able to do that. We have to have a Speaker. I think that the threat of having a Democrat become Speaker is going to eventually get the Republicans to do something. But I want to make a point to you. The longer this goes on, the more it erodes public confidence in the Republican Party, and it could have really big effect on the November elections 2 years from now when they have to pick a president. And could it mean that the Republicans don't have a good candidate or can't wage a good campaign, and that it actually helps whoever the Democratic candidate is, whether it's President Biden or somebody else, get over the finish line because people say, hey, listen, the Republicans won and they couldn't even put the thing together. So, you know, it's sort of an interesting conundrum for them.
Right, but that's 2 years away. And as we know, a lot could happen between now and then.
A lot can happen.
Well, this hasn't happened in over 100 years.
That's
so
true. That's true. Marcia, thanks for the insight.
Marcia.
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it.
And we do have the latest on the journey to a new Congress on our website. There you can find live updates as the House continues this vote for a Speaker. That's on CBSNewYork.com.